Morning, guys. We've got Blanche Franken here this morning, who also attended one of our entrepreneurship programs through Entrepreneurship School. So we're going to do a quick interview with him on what the program did for him exactly. Welcome this morning, Blanche.
Thank you so much, Ben.
I hope you are well. Good?
Yeah.
Good. Blanche normally, I think he's a bit stressed because normally he's the guy that's taking the shots on the camera, but now he's on the camera, so I think
it's good to hear.
I think he's a bit stressed out, but just relax. We're going to have a lot of fun. Alright, so first of all, let's start out with where are you from and what was your business knowledge prior to the entrepreneurship program?
Cool, so I'm Blanche Franken, obviously, like Brent said. Brent, my business knowledge before, especially the course, was I'm a reader. I believe reading is very good for where you will end up one day. For me, it's an important aspect. But that's where I was. I was at a position where I know a lot, but it's not for me a place where I can put the knowledge on paper and whatever is in my mind, struggling to put it down on paper and actually move forward with that.
Yes.
And yeah, that's at a position where I'm at, where it's improved a lot since I've been in the course. But yeah, my position was a place where I'm at a idea position and it's stuck to an idea. There's never moving past the idea phase.
Understand, yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Well, I think then you were actually one of my perfect candidates for the entrepreneurship program, because it should be able to solve your problem as a startup entrepreneur. But we'll get to that. Why did you decide to join the entrepreneurship school?
I decided to join. I saw it as an opportunity. I saw you present the course, and I really thought that you can catch something from someone who's passionate and knowledgeable about what he's speaking about. And I think that's an important aspect of why you join the course, because if you catch something from someone that you can look at and you can say, but this is someone who can help me succeed, because I don't believe you succeed alone in life. I believe always there's someone that you grab something off of and you run with what you get. And that's what the course was initially for me. I knew that behind a person or behind the concept was the knowledge that I can use to move forward.
Exactly, well said. So on the entrepreneurship program, we moved through different phases in 12 weeks to get the program started and to actually help the guy to launch. And one of these phases was the business planning phase. How helpful was the business blueprint, the business plan, and the financial analysis that we did on the program to actually start your business or to get your thoughts down on paper for the ideas that you had?
Yeah, I think that's the what you said there about getting my thoughts on paper was for me the most important of the whole planning. I mean, the blueprint and the planning document, when put together, it gives you so much insight of what I thought the business was, and when I put it on paper and certain questions that just gets asked in the blueprint made me think, and I almost, can I say, I realized some characteristics of my business that I never even thought of, that the blueprint forced me to think and to grind and really dig deep into what is my business, where is the need in my business, and how am I actually going to just put this down on paper and how am I going to run with it from there on forward.
For sure. That sounds good. We also did the second phase, which was business preparation. And I asked this question to the other student as well, which is, do you believe that it's possible now to start your business without funding after you did the entrepreneurship program?
Yeah, I mean, I think the term you always use is bootstrapping.
Yes.
And I think that's 100% a concept that I would grab, and I would really go with that, because I think that it's funding is an important aspect of your business, but I do think that if you really dig deep and you work hard, that I think hard work always pays off at the end. And especially with this course, when you can really feel that as you think and as you build your business around the blueprints, around the content, I really believe that is something that you can, as a person, can do. And I mean, even with funding, you have to start your business with you, because I think the idea comes from you. and from
Yes,
inside
yes.
who you are, and that's why you build the company. And I think that as soon as you catch that and you thrive in your business, I think that people will attach to you. I think that as you run, people get added, and you don't need to always look before you start running.
Yeah, for sure. Great stuff. And also, the other question would be that you believe before you attend the entrepreneurship program that it's absolutely critical to have funding.
To be honest, my thoughts on funding was you have to have this $1 million idea, and that's the only reason, or that's the only possibility that people actually catch on to what you do. And to be honest, my thoughts on funding was nowhere before the course. And
Yes, yes.
now that I see that as soon as your idea is simple and is just minimalism, if I can talk it in that sense, and it's just that the funding part is for me, as it was the most important part. I now know that behind the idea, behind the you working hard, that's where the funding will lie.
Yeah, for sure. Fantastic. This is like music to my ears. I'm so glad you came in today. Next, we did compliance as well. What was your thoughts on compliance before the course, and did anything change?
Yeah, I think my whole thought process on that changed completely, because I was, as a young entrepreneur, feeling that sense. When I was still in school, I always had the dream of starting the business and the thoughts, and I had business studies at school as well, which didn't really teach me in that sense. It always made it seem like you have to have 400 employees and stuff like that to manage your business, to start your business. And yeah, I just think in that sense, my compliance course changed a lot of not only where they teach you how to run the successful company, but the compliance here really showed me how to start from the beginning. And I think that's where my thoughts changed. I never knew on where to go, what to do, and what documents to get almost with each other, and bring that together and know, okay, but this is where my company has started and I can move forward from here on. And that's where my whole thought process changed of there's certain things that you need to get behind you and get in place for you to actually run, and not along the way realize, oh, but now I need to move steps back and I can just walk forward every single time.
Yes, yes. And what compliance will you get when you start out now?
So I'll register my business. Okay, so I have to get all my documents behind me in that sense. And yeah, I think for me, my business, I don't need, in a sense, the tenders, and or for me, I haven't thought of getting my share certificates and all of that behind. But it is definitely what I've learned was that it's one of the things that if I actually want to build a company where I see the company, it's definitely something that I need to get in place.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. We also did some branding as well, touching on specific brands and what the message is of the brand that the people want to portray. What did you learn in the branding phase of the entrepreneurship program?
Yeah, for me, the branding was one of my, almost can I say, favorite lessons in this whole program, because for me, branding was something that I saw the big companies do, and I saw the Nike and all those people just portray, and how they really run off the top people, and how they portray their branding as professional. And I realized that the reason why I look at those brands is because those brands support the people I follow, and they really connected themselves to people who have not only a following, but have, like, can I say, credibility in the market.
Yes, yes.
And I really think that's where my mind opened towards branding, where I can really now see that if I attach myself and my brand and someone buys into my brand, then whoever buys into that person automatically will start following me, and we can really align ourselves in the direction that both of us complement each other. And I really see branding in a different aspect of not only in a marketing aspect of where I portray my brand and what I do with my brand, but really just having credibility behind the brand. And just, even if I can associate this with branding, just giving back to the community. I think that as you, as a brand, portray giving into the community will support you, and the community will really align themselves with your brand.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Also, when it comes to business preparation, we did systems for startup businesses, which is one of the main reasons why a startup business fails. What was your knowledge prior to the program on systems, and how has that changed?
Yes, Brent, I really believe systems for me was something that had a total 180-degree change, and I think that systems before the time I never thought of it. I thought that a system for me was something that I can just channel by myself, something that I can manage all systems just by myself, and I really realized that it's not about you managing the system, but having the systems in place not only for yourself, and I think that as an entrepreneur, I think it's important to know all your systems, but even if bringing someone from the outside in, that it's so easy for them to adapt and capture what your business is about and just running fluently inside the business. And I think that your systems that you have is important not for the start, because I think that's where my prior thought was that the system isn't for now, it's for later, because now I can manage everything myself. And I realized that if you build the systems from the start, that when you build forward and when you move forward, then the system is already in place in your company. It makes room for your company to grow within the systems.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Now, two main things, very important for me, that this entrepreneurship program must do for everyone attending the program is, first of all, I'm going to pose the question to you, did you discover an entrepreneur inside yourself through the entrepreneurship program?
Yeah, I think that if I can put it in a sense that I actually saw characteristics in who I am as an entrepreneur, and even my thoughts towards the term entrepreneurship changed, because I realized it's not only you owning a company or you actually just managing the company. It's not entrepreneurship, it's fulfilling the need in the community, contributing, moving humanity forward, which is something that I really learned in this course, that I had the term entrepreneurship wrong. And I think that when I started even knowing that, I realized that it's such an important phase to move forward. And that's why I say that even I discovered the entrepreneur inside of me, but I discovered characteristics of the entrepreneur inside of me that I never knew, and I never knew that I was capable to think in a direction like this, and trust and believe in myself to know that I can go in this direction and I can move into this direction, where previously I would say I'll think the idea and I'll go, but this is a cool idea for someone else, or this is a good idea for the other businessman or someone next to me, but not me. And I think it really channeled me to believe in myself as an entrepreneur.
Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. And the second important thing that this program must do is it must answer the question, again, I'm going to pose it to you, how do I start a business in South Africa?
Yeah, I think that for me, that's also one of the key aspects that I've taken out of the course, because I think it didn't only bring me to a point where I know how to start in South Africa. I think it really opens your mind to go bigger and better, even in the years to come. So yeah, I would say to that question, yeah, definitely. It has taught me how to start a company in South Africa, how to get the necessary steps going, and I think it's key for especially a young entrepreneur like myself, someone who's fresh out of school. I think that I'm a believer that yes, a degree is good, but I think that if you have the idea and you believe in yourself, I think you can go confidently, as you always say, go confidently in the direction of my dream. Yes. And I think that is something that, as I said, a young entrepreneur out of school, I think it's an important thing to have the knowledge that I say. That's not something that I could just, because I did research upon research, and it's never given me something as this course, as it's given me almost, can I say, it spoon-fed me to an easy way, and I say it in a positive sense, that it spoon-fed me to know how to do it, what to do, and how to just run in my dream.
Yes. Need I say anything more? That is beautifully put.
Thank you.
Thank you, Blanche, for coming in today. There you have it, guys, out of the horse's mouth of what the Entrepreneurship Program through Entrepreneurship School is doing for our students. Thanks again for coming in, Blanche. We will be covering you closely and keeping a close eye on you and the success of your business that is launching soon. to make sure that we're there to support and to also see the fruits of your labor.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for coming in,
Thank
Blanche. To register for the Entrepreneurship Program, you can go to our website at www.entrepreneurshipschool.co.za. You can also contact us directly at 021-974-6300 or send us an email at info@entrepreneurshipschool.co.za. Make sure you register before the next kickoff date. I hope to see you in the course, and I want to encourage you to go confidently in the direction of your business dream.